Test, test.
Making the video.
Oh my gosh, is this the making the video?
Making the video.
Is this the making the video channel? It has been a long time. I am here in Florida. We've got like kind of a windy, looks like it's probably gonna rain kind of day. And I just thought I would catch up on my making the video peeps. Let me see how this is looking first. Okay, I think it's working and the audio is working. I love these microphones. That was such a frustrating problem to have for so long. I made all these videos and then in the editing process, I just would get stuck and spend so much time trying to repair the audio and make it so scenes where the audio was inaudible didn't derail the whole video. And yeah, it was just really frustrating and time consuming, and it was just a huge limiting factor in my workflow. So I'm so glad to have that resolved, and in such a simple, like inexpensive way. These mics are only $79 for 2 of them with the receiver. So I got 4 of them, but I'm very pleased about that. What else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I want to talk about this thing that I'm doing. I have had like great success with a restrictive diet, which I've mentioned before, but I've been doing the keto diet this round since January 1st, and I just feel great. And I feel like I look better, and I feel better, and I really enjoy the food, and it's not difficult for me to do. So that's been a great thing, and I've gotten so many lessons out of it. And at a certain point, I started to wonder, like, this sort of restrictive diet that has yielded such like disproportionate results in the quality of my life. I wonder if I could apply that principle to information, because with this war stuff going on, the whole political climate, it's really distressing. It's on an ongoing basis. It's this kind of poisonous information that can easily make you off balance, and it's just distressing. It provides this input that is constant to your brain that is distressing. So and I think for a long time I did it thinking that it was some sort of civic duty to stay up on the very latest of what's going on with the news and try and dig into what's really going on and all this stuff. And that if I didn't do that, I was somehow negligent, or I know that there are some out there that would feel kind of judgy towards someone that may choose not to take on that information on a regular basis. So I started toying with the idea of doing a really restrictive information diet, so to speak, where I went on my iPhone in the what do they call it? There's an app that's built into the iPhone where you can it's called Screen Time, where you can limit your usage of apps. So I put in Google News was my big one that I was kind of going to throughout the day. I wake up, go to the bathroom, any like on a in a Uber, whatever, like all the in between moments, I would without thinking about it go to Google News and see like the latest of what's going on. And that's just not a good habit. It's mindless. I was doing it without even thinking of it. And I would check, that's my big one, but I would periodically check Facebook and to a lesser degree Instagram, and sometimes Reddit. So all of those apps I lumped in a group, and I limited myself to 10 minutes a day. So like this morning I woke up really early, and without even thinking about it, I went and looked at Facebook. and in 5 minutes I got a warning, so you only have 5 minutes left for today. So it's really good for me because it's mindless time. Like it was not intentional time. It's just like my brain is doing that before I'm even aware that I'm doing it. So limiting it in screen time app has been great. And you can override it, like in this case, I had recently posted a video and I wanted to be able to go check the comments if there's something I needed to respond to. So in that case, I was able to override it. But I did that for a few days, and I felt like, I did want to know what's going on to some degree. But how can I make that intentional, and how can I make it so I don't feel that it's poisoning my system? I mean, if you think about the entire human history, we're just at this little blip. If it was on a timeline, this is just this little hairline thing where people have news coming at them from all over the world. So, how can I stay like intentionally informed, but not like getting that like kind of junk? I think of it as junk food, like checking Google News and digging through the headlines and all that. It's like this kind of addictive junk food. So what I tried is I noticed that the best writing that I came across was in a publication called The Atlantic. It's been around since 1857, and I think it's like $80 for the year. But I decided to do the 30-day free trial and just see how it goes. And I am loving it. The writing, it's such great writing. It's such a great perspectives on everything, I think. Very highly intelligent writers. And it's just kind of like, it feels like the difference between eating junk food and eating like really high quality, really good food, like really nourishing. So I've been doing that for like a week, and I'm very pleased with it. I think that probably when this 30-day free trial runs out, I think I'm going to subscribe to The Atlantic and keep my other news feeds blocked. There's plenty of stuff on, politics and the war and stuff like that. But it's just a much more intelligent perspective, and I feel better. That's the big thing. I still know what's going on, but I'm reading a lot more like really interesting stuff, like really perspectives that are really inside of what's going on in a way that I was not getting from my other sources. So, and it's also good that it's not infinite. There's more content than I had imagined, but it's not infinite. So that's a good thing for me too. So, yeah, I don't know. Calling it the information diet. There's probably a better name for it, but yeah, great concept. I tell you one thing. I do not miss Instagram at all. I don't know why, but Instagram always feels bad to me. If I just pay attention to what would you call, like the energy that I get back from that platform, it's not good. Like I don't like it. So the only reason I'm staying on that platform is that's kind of how my nomad friends operate. Younger nomad friends, they're all like, you got to be on Instagram basically to communicate and know what's going on there. So that's the only reason I'm staying on that platform. Facebook, I don't have that feeling from, but it's just a certain crowd. It's kind of an older crowd. It's kind of like family and friends. loosely. So Facebook feels okay. Feels much better than Instagram, but I could easily cut it. But I'm gonna keep it to kind of stay in touch with family and friends. Strangely, YouTube is the one that feels really good. Like when I post a video on YouTube, I just like the feeling of it. When I post something on Instagram, I do not like the feeling of it. It's such a dramatic difference. So for me, I'm gonna lean into the one that feels good, which is YouTube, and really start. Well, not start. I've already minimized my interactions with those other platforms. But yeah, YouTube feels great. I don't know why. I like it. It feels friendly. Like I'm not even I don't have a big audience on YouTube, and I haven't posted a lot of videos. But if I post a video, YouTube will spread it around. I feel like on Instagram, even though I've been on there for like 15 years, I post something, and YouTube's just like, we're just going to show this to your friends, your followers. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the information diet. I'm going to come up with a better name for it. Somebody out there surely has. But it is interesting, the sense of like civic duty or moral responsibility to follow the news. When if it's like having a negative impact on your mental state, that's not serving anybody. You're not doing anybody any favors, but by damaging your mental state. I do think it's important to know enough about what's going on, but you don't have to follow every little thing. I do think that is part of the system as it is now. Its method of operating is to have you in this state of like, what's going on, what's happening next, a state of alarm, and the whole strategy of dominating news feeds that's coming out of Washington is not healthy for the consumer. So I don't have the answers, but this is what I'm trying, and so far it's working for me. So that's my spiel. All right.
Making the video.